Hello, welcome to Pen Talk. Today we're going to be looking at a few models from a well-known Italian pen manufacturer. You might recognize the box as Stipula, and we're going to look at the Paparazzi series. I have a couple other Stipula pens, but I've really enjoyed these pocket-style pens. These are a limited edition series. Some may be familiar with the Passaporte, which is a similar design, but I think the Paparazzi is a slightly better model, maybe a little bit higher in their line. So let's take a look at the first one. This is the Sapphire Blue. They're all transparent. This has a 1.1 stub nib. I think from what I can gather, most of the blue ones had the 1.1 nib. This was purchased on eBay. I do a lot of purchasing on eBay. And there's a company, Italian Pens. It's based in Florida, and they have a lot of auctions which are quite good. If you can snipe it and get something, you can get a good deal. So let's take a look at the pen. The sleeve is your classic sleeve, and inside you have the kind of vinyl leather-like coating on the box. It feels good, has a nice weight to it. As we open it up, we'll take a look at the pen. The pen comes with a cartridge or an eyedropper. I would only use this pen in the eyedropper form. The side of the box folds out, and you have a little tray here with some information. You have a card which tells you it's a limited edition, 12 different colors, and of course made in Florence, Italy. They did not fill in the back, but as you saw from the sleeve, this is number 18 of 100. These are all limited editions. If we look at the pen, I mean, I find this just to be an excellent size and design. As you can see, the engraving on the barrel is nicely done. And also you can see, you might call this a serial number, but it basically shows you have 1 of 100. This is number 18 out of 100. The cap unscrews. And what's nice about the Paparazzi, which differentiates it from the Passaporte, is there's threads at the end of the barrel, and those threads allow you to secure the cap to the end of the barrel, and you really need to post this pen to write with it. But when it's posted, it's a nice length, very well balanced. It's fairly light. In order to fill it, you just unscrew the section, and there's a couple rubber O-rings in there. It seals pretty good, but I would still use silicone grease after, when I use it as an eyedropper. This is a steel nib. Yeah, it has the nice Stipula engravings. This is a stub. I haven't written with it yet, but I'm expecting it to write similarly to the other Stipula nibs that I've experienced. So let's take a look at the second pen that I bought. They no longer make this pen. I think it's probably been out of manufacturing for well over a year, maybe close to 2. So you can still find them on eBay. They're probably going to be going quickly. So this is the second one I purchased, which was actually even less expensive than the blue one. The auction didn't have enough buyers on it. So this is 51 out of 100. And this is the crystal, the transparent resin model. Again, from Italian Pens. The boxing is the same. As we open it up, you can see it's a similar, presentation model. I guess the cartridge, which I would never use, is probably somewhere else. And the crystal version, I think, really shows off the quality of the pen. Again, the nice engraving and the serial number, or the number that you have. I just find, the resin is very clear, no imperfections. Probably compression molded, could be injection molded. It's hard to tell these days. Again, it unscrews, and you can see there's a clear section. The third pen I have, which I bought about a year ago, is a different color. Again, a limited edition. This is the clear red resin. This is number 40 out of 100. This one I bought from Fountain Pen Hospital in New York. I saw they had a nice deal on it, and I was looking for a pocket pen. It's a standard box. So I have the pen inked up, so I figured I would show a quick writing example of it. As I said, I've used the pen for about a year now. I would call it almost a daily writer. Again, you know, it's the red resin. You can see a little bit of ink there in the cap. I haven't washed it out. And as you can see, the unique numbering system, and it has the same type of engraving. It's filled with Shiruku Kompeki. It's a nice blue ink. I like it. One of the things that I've enjoyed about this pen is that it always seems to write first time. Very smooth. This is Rhodia dot pad, so the paper is smooth to begin with, but the flow is nice. What's nice about this medium nib is it's pretty much on the fine side from my perspective. Is you can write on almost any type of paper. You don't get a lot of bleed through. You know, it lays down a good amount of ink. It's a nice color here. It's just a nice writer. I've used this daily, like I mentioned, and I've written pages and pages of notes with it, and it's always performed well. So I thought, just since we're looking at pocket pens, I'd just give a quick look at one that I've also been using, and that's the Pilot Petite one. I've done a video on this one earlier, but considering this is 1/10 or more or less expensive than the Paparazzi, and to me it does a similar function. It's obviously not made as well. You know, there's a little bit of a bridge here. It's not as comfortable, but it's extremely lightweight. And it also posts securely because there's some nibs here that hold it on. And this one also writes well. I've never had any skipping problems, any hard starting problems. And this is actually using Bay State Grape, which, as we know, could be an aggressive ink, but I filled this, it's my second filling, and everything seems to be well. You can see this dries pretty quickly, and just figured I'd show you a little bit of a different style of a pocket pen. So thank you for watching. I'll post the eBay auctions at the end here. So enjoy your pens.